Hey everyone, Meredith Dale here, co-founder of Intentional Marketer University, and it's time for another video. So what I'm going to be teaching on today is something I just read over the weekend, and it is from Entrepreneur Magazine. So there you go. It is a publication that I subscribe to. It's absolutely phenomenal. And today I'm going to be doing a synopsis of this article that I read. So if you don't already subscribe to Entrepreneur Magazine, I highly suggest that you do. We cannot stop in our education. We have to constantly be learning. This is why doctors have to go and get recertified every couple of years. They have to go and prove that they're still capable. It's why we have to go and retake our driving tests every couple of years. Making sure that you stay abreast of what you're doing and the new trends in the field is what's going to keep you going inside of your business. So what am I talking about today? Well, there's an excellent article in here, and you can see right there, you can't read it, but it says, be fearless without being scared. And that's huge, because let me tell you, 30, and I'm taking these stats from this article, so let me jump right into it. 30% of all United States entrepreneurs admit to feeling very, very scared and nervous about failure inside of their business. And it says these numbers spike in Europe and Asia even higher. And I don't know why my color went all weird, but it did. Unaccounted for. These are just people who are afraid of just failing and having to go and tell people, yeah, I failed in that business. Unaccounted for are people who have not even admitted to feeling embarrassed, feeling wrong, losing trust of everyone. They just hit up for cash, because half of all startups will go belly up within 5 years. Boy, I'm just the bearer of bad news here, aren't I? But here's the thing that this article was so great at breaking down, and this is where I want to bring it around at. Fear is abstract. So what we're fearing as entrepreneurs, what that feeling is very different as opposed to what it would feel like if we just went down in a shipwreck and we are stuck out on a lifeboat, just us, right? Just Meredith Dale out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Everything around me just sunk. That's fear. That's fear for my life. That is the true definition of fear. So what we're feeling, and there it goes, now it came back, and what we're feeling as entrepreneurs is actually not fear, it's anxiety. And that's a whole lot different. What's wrong with anxiety is anxiety can actually paralyze us, right? So we know that in fear, there's either the fight or the flight. Those are the two options when you actually feel real fear. So what we're feeling as entrepreneurs is actually a great deal of anxiety, and anxiety paralyzes us. So this is where you can be made or broken as an entrepreneur. What are you going to choose? Because fear is just abstract. You have to choose action over inaction. So if this is the first time you're ever watching an IMU or a Meredith Dale video, you guys know that IMU, we offer courses, right? Of course, we offer courses for how to move your business forward. We offer a lot of different strategies that myself and Ann DeVito, both building our respective different businesses before we came together, we had tried out and we had used, and then we came together. And we have now put all of these together, all of these strategies that we've actually tried and tested together for you to use. So this is where you would decide to take action or inaction in your business. If you're feeling anxious and you're paralyzed because you realize that you don't know what to do, but you don't know where to even start, you just choose anything. A great way would be maybe you just go and you get yourself a subscription to Entrepreneur Magazine today. Something really simple to move past inaction today. Now, there was something else inside of here that I wanted to touch on. And here we go. You are an entrepreneur for a reason. Okay, so we've covered that fear is not really what we're feeling inside of this business, and that we're actually just feeling anxious, that 30% of entrepreneurs all feel anxious in starting their businesses, and those numbers spike in Europe and Asia. We're afraid of a lot. We're afraid of a lot of things. Really, we're just anxious of telling people we failed, or we were wrong, or that we didn't make profit with the money they loaned us. Okay, that's just being anxious. We've covered that. Then we covered you cannot become paralyzed by your anxiety. You have to take a step of direction anywhere. So say you are in a creative business, okay? And say you are an artist. You can sign up for another art fair. Maybe your last art fair completely tanked. You were at the booth all day long and you didn't sell anything. Well, you can sign up for another art fair immediately. Then I would suggest you go back and you analyze where it broke down at. Was your price point too high for what you were selling? Okay, maybe, and this is very real, maybe your price point was too low for what you were selling and people didn't see value in buying it. Believe it or not, when you charge a good quantity of money for your products, people actually think that they're better quality. So go back through and analyze. Maybe you were simply marketing to the wrong people at that art fair. Maybe the sign outside of your booth didn't have the right message for what your products were, okay? But whatever it is, go back through, take action, and analyze. Maybe you're in an MLM company and you've been trying to sell on social media. Well, if you've seen any of my videos or taken part of any of my coachings or done anything like that or watched any of Anne's Periscope videos or seen her Instagram or Twitter. She's huge on Twitter. Anne is the co-founder of IMU with me. You know that Anne talks all the time. We always talk all the time about you cannot sell on social media. You build relationships on social media. So if you're still trying to figure that out, well, you go and get our course on that, but you take action today. And then where that leads to is the final point in this article that I wanted to touch base on, okay? And it says right here, you know that you want to do something good. And I love this part because this is my motivation too. You know that you don't want to go back to the job you were doing with your tail between your legs. If you have jumped off the platform and quit your job, the last thing you want to do is go back to that job or to a similar job like it with your tail between your legs. You want to succeed. We all want to succeed. That's what That's what sets us apart from other people, the people who are fine at their 9-to-5 job. It burns us out. We don't like it. We're not wired that way. So what do you do to never have to go back to that same position that you had left? Or if you are fighting tooth and nail, right? You're just clawing every single day to get out of that current job because it's killing you, you have to do something today. You have to do that something good. And what it says right here is that is the fear and motivation that can drive you. I'll tell you for real, I do feel fearful that I would ever have to put my babies back into daycare. My son is in kindergarten. I still have a little 2-year-old that I would have to put her back into daycares, right? She's not even potty trained. We're kind of getting there, but she's not, she's still a baby. She's still in diapers. That sends shivers down my spine that I would ever have to go back to a 9-to-5 job. I love what I'm doing. I love that I'm here in my home office talking to you guys. That's real fear. That's also real motivation to make something work. So that's the fear and motivation that drives you. So what do? It's my analogy of the art booth. Keep trying new things. If what you're doing isn't working, modify it, analyze it, tweak it, try something new today. to make it work. That is the mark of a true entrepreneur. And what happens, and this is talking about a man named, is it here? Sorry, I don't have it here. Anyways, he had co-founded, Jim Snedeker. He had co-founded Left of Trend, and it was an e-commerce company. And he failed. It totally folded in 2012. What did he do? The fear and motivation to never have to go back to that job with his tail between his legs, he said, and within weeks of that failure, within weeks of Left of Trend failing, he co-founded a completely different company, a menswear line called Stock Manufacturing Company, which he's now CEO of. It reinvigorated me. And that has been going since 2012. So now we're in 2016 when this article just came out. So 4 years he's been CEO of that company. He succeeded. He did not let the anxiety of a company he founded completely folding scare him. He was more motivated to live his dream than he was to go back to what was killing him. And then I love the way it ends. There's nothing to fear. The worst is never as bad as you think. And what's great is, me and Ann and I talk about this a lot inside of IMU, obviously, because you guys see us, the videos we do and you see the material that we put out, but we talk a lot behind the scenes, right? This is our business. So we have business meetings. We talk all the time. The thing is you have to suffer a little bit. You have to have a healthy dose of anxiety. You have to know what's not working in order to find out what does work. And that just keeps motivating you so that when you continue to go down, there is no such thing as an easy day being an entrepreneur. There's no such thing as being a fearless entrepreneur, but you can be not scared, right? You can have a healthy dose of fear, a healthy dose of anxiety, but don't be scared. There's nothing to fear. You just keep moving through day to day to day, and soon you'll quit that 9-to-5 job. Or soon, if you've already jumped off, and you're treading water, soon you'll start seeing your big customers and your big clients coming through, those repeat customers. You just do the right things day after day, and before you know it, you're a CEO of your company for 4 years and you're making profit in those 4 years. So don't believe everything. This is my last and final message to you guys. Don't believe all the social media hype, okay? If you're trying to be like someone you see on social media, Facebook is huge right now of, I make $600,000 a year. I just saw this one. I make $220,000 months. Don't try and be that guy. If you just want to make $30,000 in your first year, go for that. That is a healthy salary, okay? It might not be as big as you want to go, but start somewhere and don't be afraid of it. Anyways, that was the video for today. I hope it helped you guys. Grab your Entrepreneur magazine. Go and get maybe a mindset training. We have a link for that in the description of this video. We have 75% off of IMU courses through the end of this month. So go ahead and get that if you have not. Send us an email. Do whatever you want, but take action today. Gosh, I can't wait to see you until next time. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Head over to Go IMU if you want to read any of our blog posts. Have a wonderful day, guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.